Hello, Ace Nation. I am longtime independent wrestling fan Robert. Reckoning was quite an event to be seen after missing out on Destined for Greatness last month. The night began with a singles match as we saw Johnny Angel defeat the Black Diamond. Next match, we had tag team action as we saw Steve Pena and Jorge Santi defeat Golden Shower, Prince Akhenaten, and Ultimo Maya. Glad to see Santi get booked there, and I think he and Pena made a great tag team. Next, in the match that was originally scheduled to happen at Worlds Collide back in December, Croatian sensation Mario Bokara defeated Crowbar. And after the match, Crowbar and this lady, who I believe might have been his real wife or not, they basically lambasted El Profe Marcus Aviles for some reason. I think Crowbar had Bokara pinned, but Aviles was up on the apron, still arguing with the referee, and I forgot what Crowbar said to him after all that. Up next, we saw women's action. We saw Hayel, or is it Hayel Koto? I thought it was pronounced Kato. Defeated Nadi, or is it Nadi? Very competitive women's match right there. Then we had a four-way match as we saw Sebastian Cage defeat Kid Christian, Evander James, and Brooklyn Outlaw Mike Donovan to win the vacant Fight for Flight Championship. Great to see Sebastian get some gold, and very good match as always from the Fight for Flight competitors, no matter who ends up in the match. From that point, we went to intermission. Didn't seem to last too long like usual intermissions do at Ace shows. But the action resumes with a lumberjack match as we saw Adam Payne go one-on-one with the FNB Fat Nasty Bastard Anthony Ramirez. And the opening of this match, Payne, no, he didn't do a dive. I think he did like some type of baseball slide into Ramirez before he entered the ring, and Ramirez bumped into the fan sitting in front of me, and then Payne and Ramirez, really went at it on the floor. And eventually they went to the ring, and Payne eventually got the victory and seemingly put this rivalry to an end. Next, we saw tag team action as the Duke Boys, Aiden and Ricky, defeated the Super Savages, Caveman and Monte, to retain the tag team championship. And during the match, Caveman managed to get his hand on the whiskey or the Jack Daniels the Dukes brought to the ring, and had, I guess it's safe to say, Caveman had a little too much to drink and nearly vomited. Then in great singles action, which was a return bout from Destined for Greatness last month, Arcadia defeated Anthony Gangone by disqualification to retain the Diamond Division title. I forgot what Gangone was doing, and referee Chris Shady Torres was counted to 5 and called for the bell, and afterwards Gangone used a chair on Arcadia and left him laying in the middle of the ring. I forgot to mention, right before that matchup was a grudge match with Astro Morales with El Profe Marcus Aviles in his corner, taking on Vince Steele with Mr. Mustafa in his corner. Steele picked up the win, and he and Mustafa go do a number on Astro. Aviles comes in the ring. I think Mustafa, I don't know if it's Mustafa alone or Mustafa and Steele chase Aviles from the ring, and Aviles says, "I'll be right back." Aviles comes back to the ring with Crowbar, who's got some kind of a stick in his hand. He's daring Steele and Mustafa to draw the line, and he's pointing a stick at him, a la Sting at the NWO, and then he's telling them, the guys to walk away, and Steele and Mustafa leave the ring. Crowbar decides to hit one deep to right field on Aviles, and Crowbar hugged Steele and Mustafa, and as a result, Crowbar is now part of Mustafa and Mustafa Law, or whatever the name of the agency Mr. Mustafa represents. Well, that was right before the Diamond Division title match. The main event, we saw Donovan Dijak, or is it Dijak, challenged Danny Moff for the heavyweight championship, and these guys, they actually took it to the crowd right by where I was sitting, and I had to like get out of the way, and they knocked my chair over, which still had my work jacket on, and eventually they came back to the ring, and Danny Moff managed to put Donovan away with the burning hammer to retain the heavyweight championship. And after the match ended, Moff brought his daughter into the ring to celebrate the victory. Well, it's personal notes time. It was great being back in the building after missing Death for Greatness last month. Seems like every time I miss an Ace show, and then when I finally come back, there's always a great show awaiting me. Wonder why that is. But it was great seeing Mike Morgan right before I took my leave. Great seeing Crystal, and congratulations to your dad on winning the GNC gift bag in the raffle contest. I think that's the second time her dad won a raffle. Great seeing Adolfo, the Ace historian. What did I see there? Oh, Erica. Can't remember who else I really saw. I wonder if we had some new fans in attendance. It seemed like a pretty good crowd showed up. I mean, it was small at first, but as the night went on, they had to put more chairs down for the people. Well, here's a funny quote. He's a girl. With one lady in the crowd towards Crowbar during its match with Mario Boccara. And let's see. So, and another great thing about coming back to Ace, the damn good food. Oh man, I don't know if that's Denise or someone else who does all the cooking. Darn, that's such good food they sell at the shows. Among the fans, there was this one young lady in the front row with a tattoo on her arm. She seemed to enjoy it. Hopefully she, as well as anyone else that was there for this one, come back in for future shows. And speaking of future shows, Ace Pro Wrestling returns on Saturday, May 13th. They present Aftermath. I would like to see Vince Steele and Crowbar take on Astro Morales and Adam Payne, or maybe if Astro has another partner, he can have face them. I'd like to see Arcadia against Anthony Gangone for the Diamond Division title with some kind of a stipulation. I would definitely like to see a women's match again. I don't know, they have different ladies and such. Don't know who you can get. I'm sure the newly crowned Fight for Flight champion Sebastian Cage will be there. The heavyweight champ Dan Moff. The tag team champions, the Duke Boys, will be there. Hopefully the Super Savages will be back there in the future. Oh, Mike Morgan, of course I did catch you before I went out the door, man. Based on what happened in the Lumberjack match and the heavyweight title match, is there any reason you can't get any guardrails for the show? I know we know the room isn't very big for the action to be contained, but gotta have safety first, as we know, and even you're aware of that yourself. Great. I forgot to mention, great seeing former ring announcer Kenny in the building. Kenny, you said there was some type of a surprise, but I don't know if you were referring to former commentator John Fallon, who posted on his Facebook that he was there. I wonder how much it is for those DVDs. I wish I could just come down there when a show is not in session to buy some of those DVDs. I've really fallen behind. The most recent DVDs of Ace Pro Wrestling I have are from 2014. I know, it's starting to feel like a long time ago. But it was great to be back at the Morgan Jr. Arena for Ace Pro Wrestling's Reckoning. Can't wait for Aftermath Saturday, May 13th. And I forgot to mention, great seeing Ryan Peterson there as well. So, oh, it was so great to be back at Ace Pro Wrestling.